Today, we intend to talk about variables and data types. Across all learning platforms, I have seen tutors teach this topic in ostentatious ways. But today, I intend to break the yoke. The plan is to teach you what variables and data types are in a straightforward manner that even dummies will get the illustration at once. If you are just coming across this series on my page, I will advise you to start from the previous video to get the scope properly. Kindly bear in mind that variables provide us with name and strings that our program can manipulate. Also, don't forget, each variable has its own type. The type always determines the size and layout of the variable's memory. Now, let's dive deeper into it. We start by creating a simple variable and let's give it a value as well. Remember that we still have our old program from the last class I told you to watch at the beginning of this section. What to do here, at least for now, is to highlight this particular command, std : cout /n, and delete it. The next step is to introduce our variable. All we have to do is to declare the type of variable we intend to work with. To do this, let's type char and followed by the variable name. For this, I'm going to name the variable my character. And don't forget, immediately after you type my character, it must be followed by a semicolon. Char is the type of variable we intend to work with. Keep in mind that char is a short form of representing character. Character in this context represents a single symbol. This entire line declares the variable type called char. Note that at the moment, the variable has no meaningful value assigned to it yet, but to make it have a meaningful value, what we need to do is simple. We move to the next line and type my character is equal y. The y we have single quotes at the beginning, at the right and at the left hand side, and we had a semicolon. I'm sure you noticed that the y had just a single quote, that's at the right and at the left hand side. If it has a double quote, that means we are dealing with strings of character, while the equal sign in this illustration serves as the assignment operator. What the equal sign does is to take something from the left hand side and assign it to the right. It's just like you saying 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. That is equal to is the assignment operator. The variable storage set aside for this char variable is y. I believe you got it, and if you didn't, you can pause and start the video all over to get my explanation properly. Also note that the variable of a char data type can only hold one variable and doesn't have enough storage for more than one character. So let's scroll down and also talk about another data type. Let's type int. My int. Note that int is a short form of integer. An integer value is always a whole number, and such numbers can either be positive or negative. For us to initialize my int, we can adopt the same formula we used for our initial variable. We come down here and we write my int is equal to okay, what value? Yeah, let's give it a value of 13. And we used the cout command to print it to the screen. Yeah, this is the cout command. This is what the cout command looks like. Note that before we can actively use the cout command, we must always use the namespace, which is std. This will be followed by the double colon. And from there, we paste the cout command. So if we have made up our mind that we want to use the command from the namespace, all we have to do is to go up under the include statement and type the following using the namespace std semicolon. So what this means is we are telling our application that we would like to use the standard namespace, and any other thing inside the namespace doesn't have to be prefixed with the std. The cout will definitely have to stand alone, and if we wish to use the cout command to output the value of the variable, all we have to do is to use the name of the variable. For example, to print out the value of my character in this context, what we have to do is to introduce something called the shift operator. This is what it looks like. We put this right in front of the cout command and type my character. Bear in mind, we need a new line immediately after typing my character. And because it is not in double quotes, we would have to append this out by using the operator, by using the shift operator for the second time immediately after my character. And we introduce the double quotes with \n, and we end it with a semicolon. This will definitely give us our new line character. Another style we can adopt is to introduce the endline character. Endline is written in form of end and l together with a semicolon. This endline doesn't require any quotes. On the next line, all what we need to type is we type out the cout command. We type out cout followed by the shift operator. We write my int, introduce the shift operator again, and we write endline and end it with a semicolon. What this will do to our program is to see out the variable of the character, which is y, and the next line should be the cout value of my int, which is 13. To compile this, we save first and we press F5. As you can see, we have successfully printed out my character, which is y, and my int, which is integer, which is 13. In my next tutorial, I promise I will explain deeper about data types. But if you love this demonstration that I've done so far, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Good luck.